advancing form. Shift weight to the right. Open. Rotate. Deep breath. Reverse. Make yourself small. Pivot out with your right heel. Hold your ball. Out with your left heel to ward off. Shift weight. Hold your ball. Out with your right heel. Ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Turn the hips and waist, contact, push from the center. Separate, roll back, sit back. Spin up and forward. Sit back, sit down, twist step, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, shift your weight, hook, single whip. Sit back, sit down, pivot, shift weight, raise hands. White crane, step back, brush the advancing right hand as you watch. Set it up correctly. White crane spreads its wings. Bisect, look back, use your hips and waist. Brush knee 1. Half step. Sit back, rock the front, play your lute. Brush knee 3 times. 1. Look back, shift weight. Step out 2. Sit back, look back, set it up correctly, brush knee 3, half step, sit back, rock the front, play your lute. Pivot to the left as you deflect, parry, and punch. Strip, roll back, sit down, spiral up, lunge forward. Sit back, sit down, twist step, open step, in step. Embrace the tiger, move over, rotate on your wrists, cross hands. Shift to the right, pivot to the right, drop the hand, lift it up on your toe, lift off the ground, brush knee. Return to the mountain. Use your hips and waist, contact, push from the center, roll back, sit down, spiral up, lunge forward. As if you're getting into a single whip, I call this movement swirl hands, step out with your left heel, swirl around, weave through, fist under elbow. Repulse monkey 3 times. 1. Look back, lift off, multitask. 2. Retract. All together, lift ear, middle, push and pull. Hold your ball on a diagonal. Step out with your right heel, flying diagonal. Half step. Push forward, raise hands. White crane, step back, brush, watch the advancing right hand. White crane spreads its wings. Bisect. Swirl back, look back. brush knee 1, half step, needle to the bottom of the seat. Flash your arms like a fan. Sit back, pivot, chop with the fist, retract, deflect, parry, and punch. Sit back, ward off. Hold your ball, step forward, push out, grasp the bird's tail. Lunge forward. Sit back, sit down, twist step. Getting into a single whip. Cloud hands 5 times. Sit back, pivot, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. 1, 2, 'Use your hips and waist. 3, 4, and 5. Hook, T, out L, single whip. Half step, high pad on the horse. Open, right hand on the outside, kick out with your toe right, down, weave through, open up, palms down, shift weight, left hand, left foot out, toe, counterclockwise spin, left hand on the outside, kick out, left. Brush knee 2 times, 1, 2. The third time, as if you're doing a brush knee, but you're going to fist your right and punch to the ground. Sit back, pivot, punch with the fist, retract, deflect, sit back, brush, open up, kick out with your right, step back, sway back, left heel out, look to the left, look to the right, strike the tiger. Twist in, open fist on a T, out on an L, look to the right, fist, look to the left. Sit back, pivot in, pivot out, brush, open, center, cross hands, kick out, right, in, down with your right heel, double punch. Sit back, pivot out, left hand outside, left foot coming up, kick out, left, clockwise, spin, right hand on the outside, right kick out, to then deflect, parry, and punch. Drip, open up, roll back, sit down, spiral up and out. Apparently closing. Cross hands, move over, up. Shift weight to the right, pivot in. Drop the left, follow it up, off the ground, out, spin, brush knee. Return to the mountain. Contact, push from the center. Roll back, up and out. Getting into a single whip on a diagonal. Shift weight. We're going to do 4. Part the wild horse's mane on a holding the ball on a diagonal or on an angle, but stepping forward on a straightaway, like now. 2. Shift weight, hold ball, step out. 3. Step forward, hold ball. 4. Then we do a ward off. Sit back. Hold your ball to ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Getting into a single whip, after which we'll do 4 maidens on different quadrants. T, hook, out L, single whip. Sit back, pivot in, hold ball, cross, spin, out, turn the hips and waist, maiden on her first quadrant. Sit back, pivot in, hold your ball, step back, spin, step out, spin the ball, rotate, turn the hips and waist, 2, sit back, forward, hold your ball, step out, spin the ball, turn your hips and waist, 3, sit back, pivot in, spin around, hold your ball, step out, spin the ball, turn the hips and waist, 4th and final. Sit back, pivot out, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, pivot out, 2, hold your ball, 2, ward off, to grasp the bird's tail. Getting into a single whip, after which we'll do 5 cloud hands. Sit back, 12 o'clock, pivot, 3 o'clock, 1. Use your hips and waist, 2. Hands do not lead your motion, 3. 4. 5. Getting into a single whip. Serpent in the grass. Sit back, pivot in, pivot out, down. Stack yourself halfway, veer to the left, set, shift your weight up, golden cockerel. Step back, exchange hands, golden cockerel 2, brush knee 3, 1, 2, 3. Hold your ball on an angle, step back, step forward, flying diagonal. Step forward, half step, pull back, push forward, raise hands. White crane, then step back, brush, watch the advancing right hand, set up correctly. Drop and bisect, swirl back, look back, lift off the ground, brush knee. Half step, needle to the bottom of the seat. Flash arms like a fan. Sit back, pivot, chop with the fist. Out. Turn the palm down, shift the weight to deflect, to parry, and then to punch. Sit back, hold your ball to ward off, to grasp the bird's tail. Use your hips and waists, the drivers of your motions. Getting into a single whip. After which, 3 cloud hands. 1, 2, 3. Getting into a single whip, after which we'll do a high pat on the horse. Half step, sit back, open up, look to the right, lift off, pat your horse. Cross, fist under elbow. Sit back, pivot in, pivot with your toes. Cross hands up, kick out, right. Drop on the heel of the right on an angle, punch to the groin. Sit back, hold your ball to ward off. To grasp the bird's tail. Getting into a single whip, after which we'll do serpent in the grass. Single whip, sit back, pivot in, pivot out, drop down, halfway, spin out to the left, set, come up, fist, 7 stars. Weight on the left, step back, weight down, open up, ride the tiger. Pivot on the toe, pivot on the heel. Weave the left hand through, fist under elbow. Brush, turn the fists down. Lotus kick. Pick up the bowl. Shoot the tiger. Shift to the left. Deflect. Parry. Punch. Strip. Roll back. Sit down. Spiral up. Lunge out. Apparently closing. Cross hands or embrace. Rotate. Bring the tiger up. Closer. Push out. Drop your shoulders. Make yourself small. Flex your knees. As you now close your form.